I'm going to talk about a unique concept that's going to help you elevate your sales game to the next level. And that is being a doctor in sales situations. Think back to the last time that you went to a doctor. You had a problem, you went there, he asked you a bunch of questions, or she asked you a bunch of questions, learning about your problem, diagnosing what was wrong, and then gave you a solution. And throughout that whole process, there was a lot of trust there. You didn't really question them too much. You just thought, yeah, okay, it's a doctor. They've been through medical school. They know what they're talking about. Please help me with my problem. And if you remember that time you were with the doctor, you would also know that they controlled the whole conversation. You didn't really argue with them. They told you, do this, do that. They asked you questions, and then they assertively told you how to fix your problem. And this translates over to sales and business perfectly. When you think about a doctor, obviously they've been through medical school, they have a bunch of knowledge, and that's why you go to them for the solution to your problem or your symptoms. You need to be the same way in sales and in your industry. You need to know all of the information, the ins and outs, be an absolute expert, and then you need to diagnose. Make sure that you're asking the right questions. You're really going into their mind, their life, their business, and finding out what the problems are so that you can adequately actually provide a solution to them. I mean, imagine you went into a doctor and you had a pain in your left arm, and he just said, oh, you have a pain? No worries. Let me just cut off your left arm. You'd think, what the is going on? This is crazy. You expect him to ask you questions. You expect this person that's been through this whole long training of years and years to come to you with his expert knowledge and fix your problem, but instead he wants to cut your arm off. Of course, that's absurd. In a normal world, you'd say, I have a pain here. Oh, okay. Have you played tennis in the last 5 days? Did you stretch your arm around your head? Did you do a backflip? Did you eat 10 bananas? Whatever. The doctor asks you specific questions in order to actually filter out what the problem cannot be and what the problem could be, and then he's going to give you a solution at the end. Now, in sales, asking questions goes without saying, but it's also about asking the right questions. You want to prompt your prospect's brain to actually think deeper. What are my pain points? Get them to actually tell you what they're going through, what the problems are, because the more that they acknowledge the situation that they're in, it's going to help you see a full, clearer picture of where they are compared to where they need to go. And it's also going to help them see better where they are right now. And then when you later on in the call or in the discussion talk about the solution that you have, they've obviously now got a contrast. They've just literally worded out and thought about their current situation and the problems they're having. And now you're painting a picture for them of the ideal scenario, of the place where they've fixed all of those problems. Now, if you do this properly, asking the right questions, really being interested in your prospect and understanding the full picture of where they are, it's going to give you two traits, or it's going to help you develop those two traits. And that is assertiveness and fearlessness. When you're sitting in the little reception room, before you go to the doctor, do you think that they're scared to come outside and call your name and say, oh yeah, Dennis, come inside? Pause. No, because they have authority in the situation. They are an expert. They have all of the information, the knowledge that you seek. So they simply call your name, you go in there, they give you the solution to the problem. Now, of course, being more assertive and being more fearless does come with time. The longer that you're in sales, the more that you deal with more situations and get rejected and whatever, you are going to become more numb. Like myself, I've been in sales since I was 16. Okay, and I'm in my mid-20s now. That's not to say that I don't get nerves. I mean, if I'm speaking to like Elon Musk or Jeff Bezos about a $1 trillion deal, then of course I'm gonna feel a little bit of nerves. But all in all, you know, when you're going throughout your business and sales activities, you shouldn't have any fear because you should be an expert. You should know exactly what you're talking about and exactly how to help your potential clients. Like I said, this is quite a unique concept, but it's very simple, guys. Ask questions, ask the right questions, be an expert, know all the information that you need to know about your field, about your industry. And then when you have your conversations, it will be less salesy as well, because you're just having a conversation with someone that has a problem. You are asking them questions, you're understanding where they are, the full clear picture of their current situation, and then you're just moving along in the call, building rapport, and eventually you're going to, of course, give them the solution to their problems, and they're going to put money in your pocket, and everyone's going to be happy at the end of the day. Subscribe to my channel if you like these types of videos. I'm just going to keep them compact and simple for you guys to digest and immediately start taking action on. Also, go and follow me on Instagram. It's DennisGBP. I'll put a link in the description and I'll put it on screen somewhere here. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.